Is there a satellite texting device that works all the way around the world where you can have a phone number and connectivity? I just received a question from viewer J-FE1XQ. Hi, is there a satellite texting device that, like the Garmin or Garmin Extreme or Spot, that has a dedicated text to number permanent on the device? Here's the question. Thank you very much. By the way, please leave questions in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them to help you and everyone out. I own two devices, the Iridium Extreme 9575 and the Garmin Explorer Plus. Let me adjust the light there a little bit. There we go. Now, as far as fixed numbers, my Garmin is always active. Sometimes I just put it on dormancy so I'm not spending so much per month if I'm not running around. It has a direct text to email. It actually has a phone number because it has to have an IMEI to work, or however that works in Garmin. The satellite phones though do have, you could actually get a fixed number. You can see my phone number on the back, but that number is dead. You can have a permanent satellite connection, but it's going to be very, very expensive. I actually find my Garmin much more fun and easier to use than the Iridium phone. Even though texting on this is a bit fiddly, it does have a Bluetooth mode, so I can hook it up to my phone, which is super nice. However, I don't like using that because it eats up the battery a bit, and then relying on my phone for communication for long distance trips, no way. The Garmin though, however, in Greenland, I fully charge up my Garmin for a month and a half. I never recharge it. I think I use like 6%, maybe 10% of the battery for a month trip. In Antarctica, I burned down about 50 or 60% of the battery. The Iridium, these things chew up batteries a lot quicker. The Garmin, I turn it on, write my GPS coordinates down, send my messages back and forth, and they're great. So the fixed number question is a little bit more complicated. Yes, you can get a fixed number on a satellite phone, but they're going to be expensive. Not that you can't spend the money. Now, the texting ability from the Garmin, you can preset it up, and here's the good kicker, is you can get fixed messages on the Garmin, at least in my account you can, where you can do fixed messages and choose the people you want before you leave, program that into the Garmin unit, and then you can send as many hello I'm here's or weather delays or whatever. You get 3 message selections, and I can fire those off as much as I want. I use those on Denali. It's super handy. Check out my book Adventure Expedition 1 and Lost at Windy Corner where I explain that. The Iridium, as long as it's phone to phone, you can do just about anything. But from phone to elsewhere, yeah, then you're going to start ticking up your minutes. I believe every text message costs you 1 minute. Just to give you an idea, to get my phone reboosted and re-kitted and just ready for a SIM card for 100 minutes, I think it cost me a total of $500. These are not cheap, plus the phone's like $1,500 or $1,600 US. The Garmin is about $500 US. This is, I mean, I don't work for Garmin, I don't work for Iridium, but this is the best way to go because you can text message or SMS to anybody. I've SMS to iPhones, Androids, it doesn't matter. This is arguably the way to go compared to the Iridium. Now, compare that to Spot or anything else. This does two-way communication. Spot is only one way. So I can always tell if my message has been received, sent, that's a thing. But do note, like on mountains like Denali, the satellite connectivity is terrible. Oh my gosh, super bad. I've had it take half an hour for a text message on Denali at 14,000 camp. I don't know why, it just does. Satellite phone was even worse. So just be aware, even though I have a broad view of the sky on Denali, terrible connectivity. In the middle of Greenland and Antarctica, man, I'd be texting like I'm almost like at home. It's incredible. So just be aware that even though you have a text connectivity to anywhere in the world, and I mean anywhere, Antarctica, Arctic, North Pole, wherever, that's a thing. Also, if you're traveling, do be aware that many countries have laws about GPSs and satellite and radio communication. When I went to Greenland, I did have to get a permit for my GPS communication device and my satellite phones. So just be aware, you can't just run around to any country and show up. They might get confiscated, you get arrested please make sure to check the laws of the places you're going before you show up with satellite communication equipment, because some countries can be really touchy about that, and I don't want you to have a legal problem. I am not a lawyer, but do be aware. So thank you very much. You can communicate literally anywhere on the earth with these two devices. Everywhere. There's no place I haven't communicated with these to anyone on any text message, email service, and it works great. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.